Who's there? Hello.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hi guys. Today
Not
we're
sure.
gonna we have a telescope over here, and it was her classmates. We're going to look
Hang on
at
a
the moon
second.
with our dad.
So that's Noah,
Hi.
and that's Alina.
This is Alina.
You guys
And they want
probably
to
already
say
know me.
something before we get started.
Yeah.
So,
We're looking at the moon today. We're gonna put you guys into our telescope, and you're gonna get a really good view of the moon. I just checked it; it's really good, and this will focus all the time we're filming. It's a special kind of.
here, let's show the telescope.
It's a special kind of tripod right here. This thing, it's really special because it turns on its own to stay focused with the moon. So we could technically leave it out here for 3 hours, and it would still be staring at the moon.
Maybe.
So-
I don't think we're gonna do 3
Yeah, we're not
hours.
doing
I'm not
3
sure.
hours,
I'm
just
not sure.
filming.
Maybe half an hour. And also, I just found
say
out. I think I can only stream this to one group or share it with one group. So I did it on Friends of Medway instead of the. Have to see. Okay, so yeah, I think there 23, 22. Low network connection. Okay, hopefully this will work. Noah.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get started.
Okay.
I want to
So-
tell them something
Let me,
quickly.
Yes,
let me
Alina.
hook you up into the telescope.
Let
So-
Alina say something.
It's very hard to set this telescope up because you need like 2 people to do it because there are little white things at the bottom that the legs of the tripod stand on. See those?
Bored of us talking.
Probably.
It says low network connection. Hopefully we don't have an issue. Okay,
If we have an issue, we're
So-
really sorry, guys.
Yeah.
what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set this up. I have
You're
this
gonna-
little adapter here.
We're gonna put you into the telescope.
Yes, we're going to put you into the telescope.
So,
I'm going to hook up
let's-
the
Get
phone.
to it.
and let's
It's
see.
something
That'll take, yep, rotate your phone.
Let's
and
get
then,
to
oh,
it.
can I change the view? I want to see here. Okay, so take me 1
Let's
minute
get to
maybe.
it. Just give us a second.
Papa,
It says
Yeah.
rotate your
at
phone.
the end, can I tell them we were doing this because we did
Alina,
our
they can hear you right now.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Yes. So this all started because Alina was doing a section on the moon in class, looking at the moon and so on. And then I thought, oh, maybe I'll bring my scope to school.
Shout out to Miss Perangeli at
Yes,
the government
Mr.
school
Angeli's class. And then
and everyone in that class.
and then that didn't happen because
There was no nice weather.
the weather wasn't good, and then we had the coronavirus. So that's why I was thinking. Okay,
Shout
now
out to
let's see.
Facebook for making this possible.
Now let's see if this works. Can you step down, Alina? Okay. Let's see if this works.
Woo!
There's the moon. Let's
You guys can see a
Move
clear
this
view
in.
of the moon, right? Clear
and
view?
then let's see what we're gonna
I
do.
move it around
Then we
a
need
bit?
to. Let me just do this right now so we can get this. See if it's still connected.
Yeah, it's connected.
Okay, let's make it a little faster and zoom this in a little bit. Let's see here.
Oh, look, someone liked it.
Ah, good.
Thank you,
So there's
guys.
the moon.
We really appreciate it.
Okay, let's make sure it's in focus. Do you think it's in focus?
Yeah.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Really, we do.
A little
we
hazy
do.
looking. I wonder why that
it's
is.
pretty good. I think it's
Pretty
good.
good? Okay.
Can I see?
So there's the moon.
That's the moon. Oops, wrong button. You guys see it?
Okay, Noah?
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
I
just
think it's
holding
good.
it. I'm just holding it.
You're just holding it? Okay.
Yeah,
You're
and
just
then I'm also
moving it.
seeing like better view.
Better view. In a bit we can zoom in. But let's have
does
a
the
look like
5 do?
this. That's just the speed, how fast it's going to move. So don't make it much faster. Okay, let's just leave it. You know what?
All right, guys. So wait, I just need
Let's
to
not
fix
move it too much because the connection is low. So then it will might be all jerky.
All right, guys. So we're just gonna leave you guys watch this, and we'll be back in a bit. Hope you enjoy.
See, you have to
See
be
ya.
careful with the...
Bye.
We have to be careful if we're moving here. You can see the
Just-
scope shake.
Yeah, and just to clarify, we're keeping this going. We're just going in our house, but you're gonna be able to still see the moon. Okay?
I think they get it. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
And we can zoom in a
Peace.
little bit later and
Yeah, we'll come back.
can make sure that the focus is still good. Maybe I wonder. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let's see what if that makes
We're
the
zooming
glare
in a
go
bit.
away.
And you guys
And
can,
you have to move it now.
you guys can see the
little.
craters
Oh,
now.
you have to move it, Noah? Okay, move it carefully. Oh, this way?
You guys can probably see the craters now on the moon
Oops, too fast.
from, I think, asteroids?
Other way. There. Okay.
That were hitting the moon and made little dents. You probably learned about that.
And sometimes, if you look very closely, it's kind of hard on the phone, but you can see a little bit of the dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
A little fun fact, the stars are always there. It's just the sun is so bright it outshines them, so.
Yeah.
You know your stuff, Noah.
And the sun is the only daytime star that's out.
That we can see.
Yeah.
I literally
Yes.
just clarified that all the stars are out in the daytime.
It's okay. Let me just see here. Let me move it a little bit. Oh, the
Connection
is
again.
low. I know.
It's
What
live.
Can we do? What can we do? Okay, maybe zoom out a little bit. There.
All right, can we go inside and watch?
You can go inside. No, but leave this. You can try. Yeah. Go ahead and try that. Yeah.
How
I'll
do I
see if
connect
Mom
it?
can set it up.
Connect it via AirPlay from this.
Oh, no, that doesn't work, I
Why?
think. I don't know, because already it's a strained connection. I don't know how we're going to do that.
I want to.
Okay.
I want to stay out here
You want
with
to
you.
stay here?
Yeah, and I want to see how many people like it.
So one thing some people don't know is that actually the best time to look at the moon with the telescope is not when it's full, because you want to see all this like shadow and light and all the craters at the terminator,
Yeah.
which is this line where the bright side ends. So in the full moon it's actually fairly boring because there's no
Yeah.
shadows, it's all pretty flat. So this is
This is something my preschool teacher used to tell us, that when it's a full moon, the wolves are out.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh.
because the wolves like to howl at the moon.
Yeah, I guess that's
So
true. Yeah, that could
when
be.
it's a full moon, that's when most wolves are out, and they gather, I think, in a pack to howl at the moon. On
Oh
the
yeah, I
cliff.
think I've heard that. That could be. I sometimes hear the coyotes. I wonder if that's when the
Oh,
full moon
yeah.
is out.
That's probably when the full moon is out.
Maybe. Okay, so there's that. I think that's a pretty good view. Maybe I'll go in also for a moment. So
We're gonna go in for a
hope you
moment.
guys enjoyed, and then maybe we'll zoom it in, zoom it out.
Yeah, we'll
Maybe
we'll
if,
come in and out, tell you guys more fun facts.
I hope nobody has questions about what we're seeing, because I'm not that good with my lunar landmarks, so I'm not sure actually what these,
Yeah, Chris.
what all these craters are.
Know anyone named Chris? Yes. Because he says hi. Oh, really? Yeah, so give him a shout.
Chris says hi.
Hi, Chris.
Chris for saying hi, thanks.
Okay, my
Hi,
son
Chris.
is social media savvy, so he will be
Yeah.
posting all these reactions, I guess. Or
Emma probably knows Noah, but he's a bit of a lunatic.
he's a lunatic.
Get it?
Get it?
Lunatic.
Good one, Alina.
Because they're ticks that live on the moon. Lunatics.
No, we don't need that right now.
Can I just hold it?
Alright, I might.
Alright, guys. Me and my brother are going to be out here.
We're out here making sure everything's still in line, but
Yeah.
there you go. I think you can see a little better now.
Yeah.
Mom's watching.
Thanks, Mom.
We really appreciate it. This is actually our first time doing a live stream, so we really appreciate your support.
Yeah.
Thank you. Really means a lot to us.
Mm-hmm.
Can we zoom in here?
I think so.
Is this?
So we're going to zoom in on the moon.
Yeah.
And if you look very closely, you don't really need to look too close, but you sometimes when you look at the moon through a telescope, you may be able to see a little tiny white speck, and that might be an astronaut on the moon.
Actually, Alina, it's so far away.
Yeah.
Takes about a week to get there. I don't think you'll be able to see an astronaut.
Yeah. If you guys remember
Yeah.
from my class.
Shaking a lot because you're standing right by the telescope.
We're not moving though.
So no, but see, because you're moving around. So
All right,
maybe we'll
so-
let's.
away and see ya.
Look at the moon, maybe discuss with your parents and brothers and sisters about what you see.
And thanks for watching. FYI, the moon's waxing. We back, y'all.
We're back. We took a little break to warm up inside night, and no, you're being very unsafe. So
Okay, do you want to move it a little bit so that better to see? You have to keep it pressed. You have to keep the button pressed.
Sorry, guys, if it's a little shaky.
Yeah, don't sit on the banister. I think that might shake it even more. Just stand still. Try to stand still. You want to move it a little bit? Okay.
That's the dark. People claim you can't actually see anything, but I've actually seen stuff on that side.
Yeah.
So
in the morning
we're gonna
time,
basically show you guys half and half. So
in the morning time, you can kind of see the lights. You can kind of see it because it's lighter than
my
it
favorite
is
moon is
at dark.
my favorite kind of moon is actually a waning,
Yeah, waning.
not waxing, but
Is it?
waning.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's facing the other way, and it
Oh.
kind of looks like, if you tilt your head, it looks like a smile.
I like
A
the.
little like.
I
This
like-
looks like an orange slice, but if you tilt your head, it doesn't look like a smile. The other one does, kind of, but.
I like the not half moons, but like the moons that look like a crescent because
Mm.
like
Button.
Hmm?
Push the magic. So we're just gonna
Okay, so
zoom
what
out so
else
you
can
can
we
have
say?
the
We
full
can say-
zone
one thing I can
of the
say is-
view of the moon.
That the magnification was about 140x, and now I think it's maybe around 70x when it's all the way zoomed out.
It's not all the way
And you
zoomed
might
out.
notice that the moon is facing the other way than it does in the sky because this telescope
Mirrors.
has a mirror in it that
Mirror
changes
images.
the image.
Why is it not zooming?
Is it all the way out?
Now it's all. the
Now
way
it's
out.
all the way out. Do you want to center
Zoomed
it?
all the way out, so that's what I'm doing.
You can even see the dark side a little bit.
Yeah.
Move it further away. Maybe
Yeah.
we can even... Can I see this,
Wait,
Noah?
if I use the magic wand, I can highlight it.
Noah, you are a fiddler.
So guys,
You are a fidgeter
you
and
can
a
kind
fiddler.
of see around over here. You can kind of see a line with the dark side.
Let's see. Can we move it a little bit?
So that would be cool.
It's clear, but we can kind of see. Oh, now it's overexposing the rest of the moon. Okay.
It is overexposing the rest of the
Yeah,
moon.
so
Should
we
we
just
zoom
move
back
this in.
so if
Whoop! I got it.
if you were in
Under control.
Mrs. Perangeli's class, if you remember, in our
No, move it.
we learned that the moon does not provide its own light.
Yes, it does not. In fact,
Noah,
it's
let
always
Alina talk.
reflecting.
Why don't you let
It's
Alina
the sun.
explain?
It's the sun, but it's actually reflecting from the other side of the earth somehow.
That the sun also glows, but the only reason it glows is because the moon, it reflects from the moon.
Just let her explain. I think she knows.
So
What she
the
wants
only
to
reason
say.
the sun glows is because
No, the earth. The earth.
the earth glows. I am sorry. It's because it reflects off the
How do you
moon.
make it move faster?
No?
How do you make it move faster? I'm just wondering.
No, you don't need to make
I
it
don't
move
know.
faster.
I know.
right
I
now.
don't need to. I'm just wondering
Okay,
though.
yeah. Right now, let's just focus on this.
So if anything's getting boring, you guys can say
Noah,
it.
you know why you can see the dark side of the moon?
Yeah.
Because it's not gone. It's still there. It's just
But there's
'cause
no
of the way it's
sunlight on
facing.
it, right?
Yes, but part of the moon is shining onto it.
Also, if you remember,
It's actually because the Earth it's Earth shine. Because if you're on the moon, you have the Earth in the sky, and the Earth is reflecting the sunlight and is basically shining onto the dark side of
If
the
you were-
moon. That's why you can see the dark side of the moon.
So if you're in Mrs. Perangeli's class,
The dark half,
You
the dark
probably-
side. Yeah.
remembered that you can only see half the
I
moon
just wanna
because that's the only half the
Fix
sun
it,
is going on. Full moon, then the sun would probably be behind you, so it was reflecting on the whole moon.
Okay,
But today
centered
it's on
roughly.
today it's
Pretty cool,
on
huh?
a different of the Earth, so it's not there. So slowly but surely, it's gonna get to a full moon.
You probably won't see that today, though, because this happens over the course of months.
Maybe even. So it takes.
Oh.
No, not a whole month.
1 month.
Yeah, over the
1
course
month
of a month
to go through all the
through
phases.
all the phases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 12 months to go through it 12 times.
Yes.
So
fun fact, that means that you will only see the full moon 12 times in a year. Maximum.
Or thereabouts.
Huh? What?
Yeah, about 12 times, right? Maybe 13 if you get
13.
one right in the beginning of the year or so.
yeah.
11 if you miss some.
Okay, so should we zoom in a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna zoom you guys into the moon.
Do you want to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's
It's
this
up
one.
here, this one.
This one?
Yeah.
So, sorry, I was zooming you guys out. And then there are little craters that some of them are cut off. If you see, like, down the half where there's the dark side, you can see the craters. Can I circle the craters?
You want to circle the craters? I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe that's
So
over
we're-
here.
so
Over
we're
here, you
gonna-
want to circle that?
So we're going to circle this. Like, about right here, you can see a bunch of craters, and then like right here, there's a really dark patch that looks really cool. It looks kind of
Tried, if you look at it, it looks like a dog, kind of, but
yeah.
we're going to let you just experience the moon in its normal beauty.
Yeah. No, not the moon is actually a full circle, but
Let's see how we can
probably
turn
what
this
you
off.
guys
Can we
can
turn
see
this off?
is-
Here.
yeah.
The trash? No, here, no. Hey, what did Noah do? How do we turn this off? There. Okay, that's better. Then I wonder if everyone can see these messages. Maybe not. Okay, hopefully not. So we can zoom out a little bit.
So
One thing we can try is we can look at Venus maybe.
Yeah.
Because Venus is interesting because
yeah.
it's also illuminated by the sun.
Did you
so
know
it should
that
be similar phase.
You know, you should probably know by now if you have a dad or family member that loves to go stargazing that each planet, well, almost each planet has their own moon. You'd expect
Jupiter has 6, right?
Jupiter has, I don't even know how many.
And,
4 that you can easily see.
up until a few, like maybe last year, I learned that the moon is actually the Earth. I never knew Earth had a moon.
Alina, of course we knew Earth had a moon.
I did not know that. I thought that was just like
Okay,
some
so what I'm going to try now
up
is
in the sky.
attached to my telescope.
That's gonna be hard.
No,
Yeah.
just use the controls.
No, that's because it's not aligned. That doesn't work.
Sorry, guys, if it's blurry and you can't see anything, it's because we're trying to find another
Whoops.
object in the sky.
Oh,
And now,
all right, and we'll give you a focus.
hang on, yeah,
Zoom in.
let's not touch. Can you leave it for a second? Let's just see. There, and then let's zoom in and see if we can. It's probably not focused.
Sorry, guys.
That's hard to see here.
I got it.
No, let me just have a look. It's too bright, I think. It's hard to see.
Oh, well,
Whoops.
you can just kind of see it. So
You can see that
leave
it's
it.
like the moon. It's like a half. It's a little bit more than half, maybe. It's not fully illuminated. It looks a little bit like a mini moon, but it's a bit hard to see. Okay, so maybe go back to the thing. Okay, shall we? Hang on a sec.
We shall.
Okay. There.
Sorry,
Okay.
there we go. Okay, sorry if it's a bit bright. Go.
Close. There. Okay.
There you have it. The moon in its normal... What just happened? The moon in its normal glory.
I brought a blanket.
You brought a blanket. You're getting cold.
Yeah.
It's cold,
Yes,
right? It
I-
gets
It is
cold real
cold out
fast when
here.
it's
I-
clear out. It gets cold so fast.
Yeah. I'd imagine you guys are cold too.
That's the problem with
Not really.
stargazing. You're always cold,
Yeah.
except maybe in the summer. Okay, is that better?
Yeah, that's better. So
Okay, zoom in a little more.
the moon actually has a ton more craters on the other half than on this half. Now,
Of course.
it does.
Yeah.
Because
What
this
else,
half
Alina?
doesn't have so many craters because not many the moon. More have hit the dark half of the moon, which it hasn't been a full month. Tomorrow.
Yeah, actually, you know what? This is something I was realizing. The dark side of the moon,
Yeah?
that refers to the back. We always see the same side of the moon, even if it's full moon or if it's a quarter moon. It's always the same side of the moon. We never really see the back side of the moon. That's what's really called the dark side of the moon, not this half here that's not illuminated.
Yeah, but that's
So
also
those, but
called-
you're right, that has a lot of craters. And from the Earth, we can never see that. We have to use a spaceship to fly around and take pictures.
Uh-huh.
Okay, are you getting warm? This is maybe dangerous with the blanket on the stool, no? Okay.
So,
Maybe go in for a bit and warm
Yeah.
up. What do you think?
so we're gonna go in and let you guys look at the moon. We'll come back out.
Realized we can look at is, oh, that's okay. That's fine. That's the SIN scanner, but I don't really need that. Maybe here. Okay.
Hi, Kevin. Say
Noah
hi
says
to
hi.
for us.
Noah says hi to Kevin. Find the Pleiades, which are right above Venus. If you look out with the naked eye, you can see them right above Venus. For that, I have to change the eyepiece. So I'm going to take this off for a minute. And moon. So I need to put an eyepiece in that has a larger field of view. So let me see if that works. Wow, this thing is on. Good. Oh, there.
If you guys are wondering what that sliding was,
That was my phone. Okay, that was
that
probably my
crack
mistake.
was the phone. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay, let me see.
So, if you're wondering what that sliding noise was, that was our slider. Because I just came out. Because I went inside to warm up for a second. So, but I don't know.
I'm just looking at the for the Pleiades. Which I'm not sure if that works because the maybe the
Phone fell.
okay. Can I see that?
Yeah.
Am I
Guys,
still?
phone fell.
Yeah, Lena told them already. So this one I'm not sure if it'll work because maybe the camera is not good enough to show all these stars. But this is basically a big star cluster. Let's see if it works.
Fingers
Right
crossed
above Venus.
it works.
And we might be able to
And-
show you the International Space Station. We ain't sure though.
Yeah.
Oh, that we won't see through the telescope, but somebody pointed out that's coming actually tonight at just about 8:30, 8:27 maybe.
So maybe we'll.
So now let me see here.
Make
What am I
another
doing?
live stream. Back.
I don't even see anything now. Okay, let's see here. My kids, are they still there? Yes. Okay, so the camera works.
Go to a commercial break.
You going to a commercial break now?
Let's all go to the lobby.
So I think maybe the Pleiades are not working. Let's see.
I hate that commercial break.
And let's see, how do I get out of this? No. So I see some stars there, but I can't really tell if it looks any good. So I think I have to go in and look inside. Might not be so exciting. Hang on a second. Okay, so that's not looking that exciting, I think. So maybe now, before we close up, I'll just swing it back to the moon with this lower magnification, which I can't read right now. Maybe that's like 20x or 30x. Try and find the moon again. That's a bit overexposed. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that's about the lowest magnification I have with this telescope, which is, yeah, maybe about 20x. So I think that's about it. That's what I have. The moon, by the way, is probably the most exciting thing you can look at with the telescope. So that's a good start if you guys haven't seen much before. And then there's a few other views. Jupiter and Saturn are pretty amazing, but they're not out right now. Then there's a few bright star clusters, and then it gets pretty quick to what they call the faint fuzzies, where it's really maybe not that exciting. It's just exciting that you can see it, but to really fairly dim objects. So I think the moon is a good thing. And the planets are good. Okay, so maybe that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and maybe when this is all over in the summertime, sometimes I set up at Choate Park, so maybe we can meet there and have a live look through the telescope. Hopefully. Okay. So I'll get the kids out. Maybe they want to say goodbye. Okay, so the kids have gone upstairs. So that's it. Goodbye. Let's see how I turn this off. How do I turn this off? Interesting.